Football, and Manchester United's Cristiano Ronaldo has become the first Premier League star to be named FIFA's World Player of the Year. The winger beat Liverpool's Fernando Torres to take the award at a star-studded gala in Zurich last night. It was presented to him by football legend Pelé. Other football news, and in the Coca-Cola League One, Oldham beat Hartlepool 2-1 at Boundary Park last night. Lee Hughes scored his 14th goal of the season. They're now unbeaten in 10 games. Here's Joe with the weather.
GMTV Weather is brought to you by Olbus Vaporizer. Breathe easy, whatever the weather.
Good morning. You may be waking up to a bit of a wet start if you live in parts of Lancashire, Cheshire way. It's brighter in the north with a scattering of showers, and I think this afternoon that rain will sink southwards in a way, brightening up for many of us, but just a handful of showers to come. Highs of 6 or 7 Celsius in light to moderate winds. Bye-bye.
Well, that's the news for the North West this morning. I'm back at 11:15, but for now, goodbye.
It's gone 11 minutes past 8. Apparently 85,000 of you, including the Prime Minister, have now signed up to our Get Motivated campaign to get you fit and healthy in 2009, which is fantastic. Now, a big part of it, of course, is what you eat. Amazingly, more than 70% of us and 70% of parents won't change what food they buy at the supermarket because they simply find it too stressful.
It's weird, isn't it? I suppose you get into habits.
You like what you know.
You do, you do. Our motivation team, though, is at a supermarket in Swansea to shake us all up a bit. Morning, chaps.
Yeah, morning, Kate. Morning, Kate. It's a beautiful day. In fact, I feel so good. We're here in Swansea. We want to get people to move from the unhealthy position to healthy choices, isn't it?
Yeah, we certainly do. And, you know, for the first time, official statistics in Wales show that 1 in 5 children and adults are obese, and that's a terrifying figure.
That's frightening. You know, yesterday, Amanda Ursell, our nutritionist, and I raided a few supermarket trolleys. Take a look at this.
Did you exercise?
Yes, I got one of these vibrating things.
Oh, what? The one that shakes like that?
Yeah.
Darling, all it does is shakes you and make you feel like a milkshake. That's all it does. It doesn't work any muscle.
Ah, what's this? Fizzy drink. Who's that for?
It's for my son. He plays sport and he has it before he goes training.
Oh, what do you think? Water instead?
Water instead.
And we've got tomatoes. Great.
What's this? Are we in denial?
They're not for me, honestly.
That's okay for her, just occasionally. Keep it as a treat then.
Are you eating the right thing? Are you sure? Tell her what.
Lean red meat for iron, so keep lots of energy up, and things like eggs as well, good for iron. Lots of fruit and vegetables.
I tell you what, I'm going to have to take you in hand and show you some exercises that she needs to do.
Right,
So you've got to keep on watching GMTV. You promise me?
Okay, I'll
Look
try.
me in the eyes and tell me I promise.
I'll try.
Well, the obesity epidemic is costing the country £7 billion. And to put that in perspective, every family is contributing £450, the equivalent of all this food on the trolley here and in front of us. So that's worrying. But food has no value if it's killing us, and it is, from heart attacks, from strokes, from cancer and from diabetes. And diabetes in Wales is rising faster than anywhere else in the country. A worrying statistic, Carol?
I'm on a statistic because I got hypertension.
You got high blood pressure?
Yes, I got high blood pressure.
So you're motivated to get
I'm
fit
motivated
yourself?
to get fit to help me my blood pressure down.
Good for you. And Martine, what's your motivation to get fit?
I want to get fit again. I used to work out years ago and then I had health problems. Now I want to get back to as I was.
Excellent. And Lizzie?
Well, I've been going to the gym now for 15 years, so my motivation is just to maintain that level of fitness.
And keep going. Well, I can see that you're all brilliantly ready for it. You're wearing the right gear, and those leotards, wow, they are bright. So you better get over there with Moat. Who better to get us motivated and get us going than Moat himself to put us through our paces? Moat, go for it.
Oh, my goodness. Everybody get up. Let's get that music on and get everybody here going. Everybody's marching up. Here we go. At home, go. Huh. Go, yeah.
Yeah.
Go! Oh, you know, exercise is so good for everybody. This morning, a quick routine for you. Put this hand down. Other hand goes up. Take it down. Here we go. Oh, we're looking so good. Other hand down. Take it up. Go. Take it down. Good. Now give me a funky chicken. Go. And don't forget to smile on your face. Okay, from the top. It's double time. Ready. Here we go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they've got it. You can be doing it too. Exercise should be part of your day, part of your life. Everybody march it up. Let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Very you got the action at home. Last time, here we go, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jump forward, jump back, here we go. Jump forward, do it again, here we go. Everyone should be doing this. Don't forget, gang, when you get time, here's what I want you to do. You've got to log on to GM.TV. Oh, and become a member. Here we go. March it up, go. Hook. Here we go. We got one more time on this. Are you ready? Everybody, go. Go 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. March it up. Yeah, we got St. Thomas too, and we got loads of punches around. You should be making exercise part of your life, so do it now. See ya. Kate, it's over to you, baby.
Thank you, Mo.
It just gets you going, doesn't it? Brilliant.
Gets everyone going. There you go. A friend of mine emailed me yesterday saying, because she saw the Danny Bear competition, he said to her daughter, look, Danny Bear's wearing Mummy's bikini. And Molly turned around and said, yeah, but Mummy, your bikini's not that small. So she decided she needs to get signed up.
Out of the mouths of babes. You can sign up as well to get motivated on our website. If you want more exercises from Mr. Motivate, he's going to be doing a live workout on the web from 9:30 this morning at GM.TV. We could do that.
Yes, we could, 9:30.
Okay, brilliant.
When was the last time you worked out?
Still to come on GMTV. Jonathan's taking his life in his hands, Jonathan.
Morning, Kate. Let me tell you, it's fairly grim where I am this morning. This takes me back to my teenage days. We've got smelly shoes and clothes all over the place. Under the bed, we've got a cold pizza, a very, stale sandwich. That's past its sell-by date. And over here, we've even spotted breakfast. Perfect, a break and roll. More in just a moment.
Straight after the break, though, our competition, you could win a fantastic holiday to Australia. See you in a bit.
Every night, Mom's call. Dinner's ready. Then a few minutes later, dinner. Dinner's ready. Mom, we understand you need food more exciting than a 180 kickflip, dude. So here it is, an individual pizza full of taste from brim to base. And here's your call. Come on in, your Chicago Town deep dish is ready. Usually followed by calm down and hands off mine. Chicago Town, tuck in.
Got my hair, got my head, got my brains, got my ears, got my eyes, got my nose, got my mouth, I got my smile. I got my arms, got my hands, got my fingers, got my legs, got my feet, got my toes, got my liver.
Shropshire, home to grass, cows and the Muller Dairy, which means we can source 90% of our milk from within 30 miles and go from farm to yogurt in 24 hours.
Keeping an eye on your weight? Why make life complicated? Bite-sized shredded wheat.
It does say here, 100% whole grain wheat. That's all that's in it.
Just one ingredient.
No added salt
or added sugar.
Nothing else in there.
Very good for keeping an eye on your weight.
It's great for watching what I'm eating. Easy.
I'd thought about an Acorn stair lift for some time now. I sent for a brochure which told me everything I needed to know. A DVD explained all the features, how to order and the installation process. So I called Acorn on 0800 20 40 60 to arrange a survey.
They were an international company, but they had a local feel.
It's great now. She's a lot more secure. I'm quite happy. I've got peace of mind. Acorn's done a really good job for us.
So call for a free no obligation quote on 0800 20 40 60.
Acorn gave a quote, and that's what we paid.
They're all very friendly, and I would recommend Acorn to anybody.
There's another lot on the loose. Let's roll. Just give me the facts.
It was shoving. She left the fridge doors open. They're in here. Be careful, they're juicy little suckers.
Capri Sun juice pouches, alive with 100% pure juice, with nothing artificial at all.
She's just won 2 Golden Globes and is the toast of Hollywood. But Kate Winslet's returning home.
I have had the most wonderful idea.
To talk to GMTV. There now seems little doubt that she's the one to beat at this year's Oscars. Kate Winslet, Monday on GMTV.
Now, have you got friends and...
Sorry,
in?
I was on the crack.
Come on, snuggle in, young man. Friends and relatives in Australia that you'd like to catch up and snuggle in with. Every day this week, we're giving away a family breakdown under and £1,000.
Yeah, here's Danny Bear in Sydney.
A great way to experience the sights of Sydney is on the back of one of these, a classic Harley Davidson. The Harbour Bridge and the Opera House dominate the Sydney skyline. Well, we've had our city tour on the back of the Harley, so now Terry's going to take me on an extended tour to the wine region, to Hunter Valley. So we'll see you there. Back to go. If you're looking for a great day trip from Sydney, then try coming here to the Hunter Valley, one of Australia's largest wine-producing areas.
The Hunter Valley is probably Australia's oldest grape-growing region. It's definitely the most renowned. We grow and make Semillon and Shiraz as the Hunter's specialties. We also make wines from other regions in Australia.
Well, I've heard so much about the wines that I think it's only fair that I give them a taste. And you could be experiencing all this, as this is your chance to win a family holiday to Australia for up to 2 adults and 2 children aged 11 and under. You'll be staying at the Intercontinental in Sydney and then travelling to Port Douglas in Queensland to stay at the Regis Sabaya. The holiday includes return flights from the UK with Emirates, as well as internal flights in Australia, all courtesy of netflights.com. And we're throwing in £1,000 spending money. Here's how to enter.
What's the term used for the remote areas of Australia? Is it A, outback, B, meadow, or C, shrubbery? To enter, call 090 49 59 6000. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles, considerably more. Or you can enter by text. Just text your answer, A, B or C, to 64499. Text costs £1 plus 1 standard network rate message. All entrants must be 18 or over, and lines close at midday today. Free entry at gm.tv closes in no less than 3 working days. Entries made after closing time won't be counted, but may still be charged. Holiday dates may be restricted. You'll find competition terms and conditions plus winners at gm.tv/terms.
Great wines, beautiful scenery, absolutely gorgeous. Good luck, everyone.
As Danny says, good luck with that. The winner can be found on the website, gm.tv.
Now, we've been talking about a very poignant story this morning. Jane Solomon, who was 25 weeks pregnant, suffered a brain hemorrhage and died. And although she was brain dead, doctors managed to keep her heart beating so they could deliver her baby by caesarean section on Friday. Now, that baby, named Aya, is now being cared for in hospital. And joining us on the line now is Abby Baldwin, a friend of Jane of more than 20 years. You must be going through a terrible mixture of emotions.
Yeah, it's strange to say the least.
So, joy for the birth of little baby Aya. I understand the name means miracle, which he certainly is. There must be huge joy there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely delighted that they've managed to save baby Aya, but obviously devastation at losing someone as special as Jane.
Yes, so Jane always wanted to be a mum. This is something she was really excited about, having a baby. And she didn't have any warning of her condition.
Not at all. The first that Jane knew about it was she didn't feel well early that morning. She had a headache. She went home from work early, felt sick. Her husband went to get her a glass of water, and next we know that was it.
Terrible, absolutely terrible, and extraordinary in medical terms. The fact that the life of the little baby was managed to be saved, that is wonderful. But I'm guessing that you, as friends and the family, have been finding the whole time very tricky.
Yeah, it's very difficult. As I said, having known Jane for 21 years and knowing exactly what she was like, always so lively, so bubbly, so cheerful, willing to help anyone. To know that obviously we've lost someone like that is just huge. It's just devastating. It really is.
I bet I can hear the emotion in your voice. I'm so sorry that you're all going through that. I suppose there is hope in the survival of the little baby. Let's hope that you can all have joy through that as the weeks and months go on. Very nice to speak to you this morning.
Yeah, other than not being funny, the little girl won't want for anything ever again. But it's nice to remember her.
Indeed. Abby, good to speak to you.
26 minutes past 8 now, then it's a scene that will bring a familiar feeling of despair to many parents up and down the country. An unmade bed, dirty clothes strewn across the floor, crushed drink cartons left under the bed to fester. It can only be a teenage boy or teenage girl's bedroom. But in the case of one bedroom in Norwich, all is not what it seems. Jonathan Swain is taking his life in his hands. Morning, Jonathan.
Morning, Ben. I want to say we woke this household up very early this morning, and let me tell you, it's a very organised, tidy house. You can see the bed has already been made. It's in perfect, immaculate condition, as are the other rooms in this house, apart from one. This is the teenager's bedroom. Let's go in and take a look, Ben, because here we are, fairly typical. What a mess. We've got an unmade bed there. We've got smelly shoes on the beds. We've got clothes on the floor, a packet of crisps. We've got posters on the walls as well. And underneath the bed, we have a cold pizza, the bacon roll, and a sandwich, which has, definitely seen better days. And even though it looks incredibly realistic, this is in fact actually in a show home this morning, and it's designed to, well, here is the designer. Why have you done this, Maggie? It's a bit of a tip, isn't it?
Well, we thought we'd do something really different that people would be able to relate to. It's real, it's like home from home, and it's a bit of fun too.
Because normally walking show homes, it's all about sort of fresh bread, the smell of fresh coffee, that kind of thing. This is a far cry from that.
It is, it is. The thing that's missing, of course, is the smell, but we thought that was a step too far.
Perhaps part of... and what about, who's the inspiration behind this? And have you got children?
I have a son who was a teenager, and his room was just like this.
OK, and when somebody's actually bought this house, haven't they? So is this going to remain for the new occupants?
No, we shall have to tidy it up and put everything away for them.
I'm sure they're quite relieved about that. The only thing that's not terribly realistic about it, there's not enough beer cans around, I don't think, for a teenager's room. But nice job all the same. And Ben, I have to say, if it wasn't for Mrs. Swain at home, I'm sure I'd live like this every day, if I could get away with it.
To Kate, that looks like a paradise, quite
Do you know what?
frankly,
Can I just call a halt on this? It's ridiculous. People are going to think I'm just appalling. Untidy, it's not mucky.
They kind of get the right idea then. Look, you've been sending us in pictures of your messy teenagers' rooms all morning. We were tempted to send out some detergent and some rubber gloves. We need to get
That's a good idea, yeah.
That one there, that's Jack and Lee's room. That's extraordinary, Louise and you. That's not actually Jack and Lee's room. That's one we showed you earlier on. I'm not sure whose room that is.
No, we got it. This is Jack and Lee's room, I think.
There you go. Or is that Jake's? He's got a car number plate. You can't beat having a dirty car number plate in your room.
Where's that come from?
And this one, this is Bev. Bev sent this room in. That's her daughter Amy's room. But get this, Amy is 20 years old.
Do you think that's all been there for the 20 years as well? There's probably a cot underneath there, isn't there?
Look at the clothes on that chair in the corner. Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for sharing those with us this morning.
Some things about youngsters. People say youngsters grow up too quickly now. Some things never change.
Never change, do
Never change. All right, that's it from us. GMTV with Lorraine is here on in just a moment.
Yeah, we're off to go and tidy Kate's room.
Stop it.
With the weather.
GMTV Weather, sponsored by Nestlé Whole Grain Cereals. Maintain a healthy weight every day.
Hello there. The weather is also rather messy today for most of us. We're chasing that cloud around, hopefully seeing some brighter spells then, but there is a fair few showers dotted around, especially towards, say, Devon and Cornwall. Quite some heavy showers here, and more cloud too through northern England, North Wales, and also over towards the southeast of England, and still clinging on to some low cloud here. But in the sunshine, well, I think temperatures should rise. OK this afternoon, not quite as mild as it was yesterday, but still above average, around, say, 6 in Northern Ireland, 9 towards the southeast of England. Don't forget, though, those showers will continue through the afternoon, on and off, sunshine in between, and perhaps even some snow falling over the higher ground in Scotland. Not as windy, you'll be glad to hear, as it was yesterday, and certainly not as windy as we head through the night tonight. Now, I think we will see a frost for most of us, and possibly even a few mist and fog patches, most likely over towards central parts of England, towards the Midlands, Vale of York, and maybe through the central belt of Scotland as well. We could see a few showers continuing in northern Scotland, southern England, so a risk perhaps of a few icy patches. And temperatures certainly will be dropping down below freezing. As we head through, though, the rest of the week, hopefully we'll see some sunshine coming through for many of us during Wednesday. But out west, it's cloudy, it's wet, and the winds are picking up. So that rain will creep into Northern Ireland, later on Wales and western Scotland as well. So changes coming as we head through tomorrow. Temperatures will be around, say, 4 to 7 Celsius. That's how it's looking then for tomorrow. Here's the summary. Get a 5-day weather update for your postcode on our website at gm.tv. It's getting better.
Hello there, good morning. Now join me after the break with Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen's wife, Jackie. She doesn't look like that anymore. In fact, wait till you see her now. It's an incredible transformation. Find out how she lost 5 stone in 5 months. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
With his fancy footwork and good East End looks, he's hustled his way onto the famous red sofa. Matt D'Angelo, tomorrow on GMTV.
You can't get the top without exercise and training. But none of that matters unless you're built in the right stuff. That's why I include Kellogg's Bran Flakes for breakfast. Packed full of fibre, it's good hearty stuff. Hey, it could help you too.
Oi! Oi! Race you!
On your bike. Are you built on Kellogg's Bran Flakes?
Did you know that brushing your teeth only cleans a quarter of your mouth, whereas Listerine powers through your whole mouth and kills up to 99.9% of bad bacteria? In fact, it kills more plaque bacteria than any other everyday use mouthwash, so there's nowhere for bacteria to hide. There's no deeper clean than Listerine.
I'm Letitia Dean, and this is my lean routine. Wasn't lean when I started, but look, I've lost 2 stone. Letitia Dean's lean routine. Go on, give it a go.
Mum hasn't lost it. She knows what looks good on her. I give her a few tips. Dressed up or dressed down, she's got style.
She's always looked great. Sometimes I just think, wow.
You know that film, The Graduate? Well...
It's my life, my look, my 50 plus.
Call free on 0800 906 000 for your catalogue. Or go to 50plus.co.uk.
With loads of great prizes to be won, thousands of people are joining in the fun at tombola.co.uk. We've got exclusive games you won't find anywhere else. Play longer for less with Bingo Lite from just 2p a ticket. See if you can sink the fleet with battleships. Why not try your hand at Cinco? Or stick to your favourite bingo games. Plus, join now for more chances to win with up to £25 money match. Tombola.co.uk, where the fun goes on and on.
Hey, take a look at this. This summer we can get 4 free hotel nights plus 7 free days in the Disney parks.
That's a great deal. Book your Orlando package with tickets now and get 14 nights for the price of 10, plus 7 free Disney park days. Visit disneyworldoffer.co.uk or your travel provider.
Vitamins can be helpful sometimes.
I find vitamins so confusing.
But not everyone likes taking them.
If I don't like them, I won't eat them.
Luckily, with Bassett Soft and Chewy, taking vitamins every day is easy. Bassett Soft and Chewy. Taking vitamins doesn't have to be hard.
We're going to show you how small things can be mightier than really big things.
Parasol's Small and Mighty is like this too. And because you get a mighty load of washing from only one small capful, each little bottle is also great value. now available in a great value 42 wash pack.
The youngest of the Osmond brothers and still our favourite long-haired lover. He's now slicking it back with grease. Jimmy Osmond, Friday on GMTV.
GMTV with Lorraine, sponsored by Matalan. Don't just wear it, live it.
Hello there, good morning on today's show. Well, after the affair, that's tonight's Emmerdale special, when Donna finds out if Marlon will take her back. Actress Verity Rushworth is here, around about 9 o'clock. Also, on the programme, we're talking about these. I live in mine, I wear them in the house and everything. Why we can't all get enough of sheepskin boots. That's despite the news, they could be a danger to your feet. Would that make you give them up? We'll find out. And in 20 minutes, still celebrating Kate Winslet's success at the Golden Globes, we're live to Los Angeles for the American reaction to that, well, unforgettable speech, I think we'll call it. All that, plus what to do if the worst happens. Our money man, Martin Lewis, opens his redundancy clinic with essential advice for anybody who is worried. First though, why Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen's wife Jackie's celebrating this morning, because until just a few months ago, this is what she looked like. She was fine. But after 5 months of diet and exercise, she lost 5 stone. And look at her now. Wow, that's a cracking picture. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You worked hard, because it's not easy.
It's not easy. And I think, you know, the diet is one side of it, but the exercise really
Have you been really doing a lot of
key.
exercise?
I really have. I've got a fantastic personal trainer called Sally, and she puts me through my paces 3 times a week.
Excellent. And did your man help you? Was he supportive?
He's always been incredibly supportive. Good. The great thing about Lawrence is he never, ever had a negative thing to say about me when I was bigger.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, I would love him if his waistline reduced by 10 inches too.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean, our relationship is a bit deeper than
oh, for
than
sure,
what one,
absolutely,
what
absolutely.
One weighs, thank God.
Yeah, but he, you know, he has supported you. But you did it in the first place to support a friend, didn't you?
I did, yes. It sort of happened by accident. I mean, I joined the weight loss programme really to support a girlfriend who was desperate to do it.
Right.
And I thought, well, if I could shift a couple of stone, that would be great. But I had no ambition at that time to carry on as far as I did. And in fact, it was only really through doing it that I found that I actually had the determination and the strength and the willpower to carry on.
Do you feel better now? You must.
Certainly going for long walks up hills, you know, I power up the hills now.
That's great.
I used to probably struggle, but I mean, I was lucky because I was fit, and I'd started exercising way back in April, but I'm a lot fitter.
Yeah, it wasn't like you were desperately unhappy or anything.
Oh,
you
not
know,
remotely,
not at all.
no,
not in any way.
No.
I mean, you probably would have been okay, but it was you were thinking about health problems to come in the future.
Well, when you go on a diet, it's always obviously a very good idea to go to your doctor and have a check-out and a check-up before to check that you don't have any underlying medical conditions, which I did, and my doctor said to me, well, you're fine now, but in 10 years' time you might not be, and that was, you know, that was...
It's a big wake-up call,
It is, you know, 44, you want to feel that you can go through your middle age healthy and not run the risk of diabetes and heart disease and aching joints and all the things associated with being
But isn't it rather lovely to go into the shops and you can just take a size 12, presumably? You look,
oh, it's fantastic.
And you can
I mean, I
tuck
know
your blouse into your skirt and all of that sort of stuff, you know?
And your tights don't roll down when you sit down. It's so superficial, I know. And you know, as an educated, grounded mother of 2, I shouldn't get as much enjoyment out of going in and buying clothes as I am.
No, I think it's very good.
But yes, it's great. It's lovely.
Now you did it with this quite a controversial diet plan, if you like. Is it Lighter Life?
Lighter Life, yes.
Yeah, it's quite low calorie, isn't it?
It's very low calorie, but it is conceived for people who are medically obese.
Right.
By doctors many years ago. It's been around a long time, the idea of a very low calorie diet. And the thing is, it does give you results very quickly.
Right, okay.
So obviously, you know, that keeps your incentive going, and I think that's one of the things. It's not for somebody that just wants to lose a stone.
No, no, absolutely
You know, you
not.
really do need to be quite seriously overweight to be able to qualify for the programme. But your nutrition is complete. You don't get a lot of calories, but you get everything that you need.
Right.
And your body provides the energy by converting its fat reserves.
Well, Dr. Hillary's with us because he's with a gang. the motivation team in Swansea. Hilary, what do you think about this strike? Because there has been a lot of controversy about it. People have said, you know, there are health implications. There's been a lot of allegations. What's your advice?
My advice is that these very low-calorie diets are not for everybody. They're for people who have to lose a considerable amount of weight. They have to be medically monitored and supervised. They have to be nutritionally complete, and they have to comply with the nice guidelines as to how long you can stay on them. They're not for everybody. For people who just want to lose a few pounds, healthy nutrition, lots of fruit and veg and lots of exercise is the answer. And of course, you don't have to spend a lot of money either. You could join, for example, our Get Motivated campaign. Tour the country with us this week with Mr. Motivator. And that's a cheap, inexpensive and healthy way to do it long term. No, it's not for everybody, but it does work for some. It does have a place.
Thank you, Hilary. Thank you. It's certainly worked for you. It's all about maintenance now, though, I guess, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I've been eating for a few weeks now and managing to keep myself
right,
pretty
eating
much...
sort of normally.
Yes, pretty much, you know, on the level. A few pounds over Christmas. Got to work
of
course,
you've got to do that. You've got to do that. But like you say, there's no point in just doing that. You've got to combine it with the exercise.
Absolutely.
That's very sensible.
It's a change for life.
It is, and you look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely fantastic. We asked Lighter Life for a restatement. They said Lighter Life is a medically monitored programme, supports and complies with key recommendations and guidelines from the National Institute for Health and Clinical Excellence, who go by the name of NICE. Now, oh, for goodness sake, more gloomy headlines in the papers this morning with news of possible job losses, workers facing redundancy. It seems to be every single day we're seeing these things. Now, according to our money man, Martin Lewis, there are a few sensible steps that we should all know about if we find ourselves in this situation. He's here now along with Diane Baldwin, who we have been helping on the programme after she was recently made redundant from Woolies. Saw you yesterday, of course. You asked Mr Gordon Brown a question and you've been doing very well, actually. You've been doing all the right positive things. But Martin, there's more and more people who are finding themselves in this situation. What should they be doing?
Well, I think the first thing is for Diane, and specifically her finances, the classic case here of, first of all, you do the cutting your bills and cutting back. I was having a quick look through. I spotted some things. You pay £17 a month for your broadband, but you've got an O2 mobile phone, which will give you subsidised broadband at £7.50 a month. So that's over £100 a year if you switch to O2's broadband.
And that's easy enough done. So that's
your mobile phone contract, when that's up, which is 6 months away, I think you're paying about twice as much as you need to, so that's 180 quid. You're paying a fee on your bank account. Get rid of that, 80 quid, just knock down to their fees free. The product is very, very similar. You're probably not using many of the benefits. Neither of your savings accounts are too good. That's the cutting bills. So we could put you in better savings accounts. I also look, food shopping, £600 a month for 4 of you. That's pretty hefty. You buying mid-brand, are you? Just yeah. Drop down a brand. Try dropping down a brand on everything, and then
you
see
said that
what
before, and it seems to work.
Downshift challenge, I call it. Drop down one brand level, just one brand level. See what you don't like. If you don't like it, go back to what you were if you can afford it. If you can't, you know, you have to do a budget on that. But that should save you £700–800 quid a year as well. It's a mammoth saving. So we're on £1,000, and that was just, you know, very quick note.
It's amazing, isn't it? What you can actually save. And obviously your circumstances have changed because made redundant from Woolworths, along with so many other people. And you're not alone. There's a lot of people in this situation of worrying whether or not they're going to be made redundant. Should you be doing anything if you're concerned?
First thing is you need to understand what your payout will be. And typically, if you've worked for somewhere more than 2 years, you're entitled to statutory redundancy pay. I mean, you might be entitled to it anyway. That depends on how the company treats you. If your company goes bust or is in administration, then you can get it from the National Insurance Fund. The money's there. But the amount that you get depends on how long you've worked there, how old you are. You can also, if your company's gone bust, you can claim a certain amount of wages and holiday entitlement. But what I'd suggest everybody does is, first of all, do that budget. I've said it now every week for 3 weeks. Right, Thankfully, thousands of people are out there doing it right now. There's a free budget planner on the GMTV website. Do a proper, detailed budget to work out where your money's going, because you can't prioritise unless you know where it's going. But a debt audit right now as well. If you're worried about redundancy, debt is the worst thing. Try and minimise your debts, pay them off if you can, and if not, try and make the interest as cheap as it can possibly be. And don't, if you're worried about potential redundancy, don't sign up to anything that locks you in to a monthly payment that you can't get out of. So gym membership, people are doing it right now. If you're worried about your job, don't sign up to a 50 quid a month gym membership right now. But there are many other products, I call them income eaters, like that. That's if you're worried about being made redundant.
Right, OK, fantastic. You stick it on the website for us, as you always do.
And loads of information for those who are actually redundant as well. I know we're running out of time on that. If you're actually redundant, there are lots of... Signing on is the most important thing. Do not... Remember, your job's been made redundant. You haven't. Sign on. You've been paying in tax and national insurance all your life. Go and get what's entitled to you out there, and prioritise heat, food and shelter, and see a non-profit debt counselling agency if you can't pay your debts as quickly as possible.
Thank you very much
Pleasure.
indeed. And good luck with the job hunting. We'll see you next week. Thanks,
Thank
love.
you.
Right, after the break, well, they're really good for this weather. Where are you? There you are. You're there. They're really good for this weather. Everybody's wearing them, but should we be worried? Yes, the danger lurking potentially in our sheepskin boots. Smart cases, all of that. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
At uswitch.com, you save time comparing the home energy market online. You get expert help that makes choosing easy. You get a great deal that could save you money. You switch at the click of a button. And knowing you've got the right energy supplier will make that light look just a little bit brighter. You switch, you save, you smile. You switch your energy bills today at uswitch.com.
Win 40 grand a year for life and relax with the Rich for Life scratch card from the National Lottery.
Hundreds of amazing adventures to dining and shopping. Stay 7 nights in Orlando from as low as £499. Book now at virginholidays.co.uk.
Fashion World is all about more. More ideas, more outfits, more style than ever before. And this season, more colours. We'll show you how to make them work, all in sizes 12 to 32. More tips from our fashion fixer. Flatter your figure. Look fabulous. More lingerie secrets from those in the know at Fashion World. And more gorgeous footwear for every occasion. And great prices too. Get the Fashion World catalogue. Call free on 0800 646 466 or go to fashionworld.co.uk.
Because one bottle of Buttercup treats any type of cough. You'll only need one bottle of Buttercup sitting on your shelf.
Buttercup, one bottle that's tough enough for any type of cough.
Here, Churchill, can I really count on you for award-winning car insurance with a price that won't go up next year?
Oh, yes.
And UK call centres?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you can't believe everything he says. He told me he's going for a curry with Roy Walker.
Oh, yes. It's good, but it's not right. I ordered a korma.
For car insurance that won't go up next year, count on Churchill. Call or go online.
I find vitamins so confusing.
Luckily, with Bassett Soft and Chewy, taking vitamins every day is easy. Bassett Soft and Chewy, taking vitamins doesn't have to be hard.
For treating head lice, nothing is more effective than Hedrin. Now in an easy-to-use trigger spray too. Don't lose your head. Use your head. Use your Hedrin.
This man is blue with cold, but he lives in the Arctic and you can't get safe-style UK windows there. But this man is blue because he's sitting in a draft, and yes, he lives in the UK. So why is he sitting in a draft? Because he hasn't got safe-style UK double glazing. No, right now, if you order your new quality windows and doors from safe-style UK, they'll give you a massive 55% off. And there's flexible monthly payments too. So don't be blue, get 55% off. Call Safe-Style UK now for your free quotation on 0800 106 107.
Safe-Style UK, energy-saving double glazing.
Welcome to my Super Body Workout.
Fantastic routines designed to work out your whole body. Davina's Super Body Workout, out now on DVD.
Come on, guys! Alison will do anything to perform with Fagan's gang. She treads the boards with Jodie Prenger, who plays Nancy.
This is the biggest stage in the whole of the West End.
And she considers herself one of the family. If you want some more, tune in later.
GMTV with Lorraine. Sponsored by Matalan.
Hello there, welcome back. Still to come this morning, 2 Golden Globes yesterday, an acceptance speech that I don't think anyone will forget in a hurry. We're live to Los Angeles to see why everybody's still celebrating Kate Winslet's double win. And is it the end for Donna and Marlon? We're going to be asking Emmerdale's Verity Rush. We're all about that in about 15 minutes' time. First, though, we are talking about these There they are, Mr. Marky Hayes is wearing them. Sheepskin boots. You can't walk down any high street right at the moment without seeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. But while they may be perfect in this weather, they've hit the headlines saying that they are a danger to our feet, leaving us prone to things like ankle sprains and such like. So will it make their fans think twice? Our Mark's been finding out.
You love them so much?
Because they're really comfy.
And they're warm.
They're warm, yeah.
They may not be the sexiest shoes ever, but they're warm.
They're on trend, all the celebs have got them on. I have 12 pairs.
12 pairs.
That's really bad, isn't it? I denied it for so long. I was like, everybody has them, I'm not buying them. But then I realised that they're so comfortable.
Apparently there's a chance of ankle damage, of fungus growing in them.
Really?
Does that even put you off at all? Do you
No, not at all. They're too warm and it's cold like this.
My ankle was
bad the other
Was
day.
it?
Yeah. At least I look hot in them.
Now, what do you think boys think of them?
I don't think they like them. I think they prefer a girl in nice stilettos. I think they think they're a bit frumpy.
They look alright, I suppose.
It's fantastic. Warm legs and feet.
Even the Italian style,
Yeah.
that's what we like, that's what we like.
Well, I love mine. I bought them. We went on a shopping spree in Belfast, and me and Siobhan and Rosie each bought a pair of the U-word, the Uggies.
Set you back a bit.
Really, but do you know what? I haven't taken them off. Even in the house, I wear them.
They are incredibly comfortable.
So comfortable. The only thing is, I walk a lot, and maybe I'm walking too much in them.
Well, I think this is what they're saying. This health experts, we're saying that there's a possibility you can sprain your ankle, the breeding grounds for fungus. But is everything not bad for you?
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
No. They whinge and they whinge. Where the boys should be wearing it is another. I've got them on today.
You are wearing them.
I thought I'd give them a try.
Is that a faux pas, do you think? Ben Shepherd wears them, but only inside.
I'll wear them inside.
Okay.
That's how I'll do it. When I see guys out and about and I'm like, come on, boys. I don't know.
Really
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I think the guys are loving it. There's Jason.
Now, he's Australian, isn't he? And that's where this whole thing started, wasn't it?
Yes, but in Australia, very interestingly,
yes.
They're called them bogan. They're completely bogan. Bogan basically is their word for a bit chubby. That's what.
Really?
Yes, that's what it means.
So if I wore them in Australia, I'd be a chap.
They're a bit déclassé. That is how they consider it. So they can't believe. I was chatting to an Australian girl last night. I'm like, I can't believe I can wear them in work. It's basically like us going to work in a shell suit. That is how they.
Really? That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Well, we don't care.
We don't care.
We love them.
We've got some.
There's all different kinds, though, isn't
Loads and loads of different types. Let's bring out our first one. They're
original Uggs.
They're original Uggs, but with a twist. Let's bring out Andy.
Oh my goodness me!
Look at these babies. What do you think of them?
You know, I'm not sure. I actually I feel as if I like them, but maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm strangely drawn.
Bright silver.
They look like insoles for really warm boots. I've got really crazy boots.
Or if you go into the moon or something.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Exactly. Now, I found these in office yesterday. They are from UGG, £150.
They are expensive.
Yeah, as you say, though, they are very comfy. They do last a while. You wear them all the time.
But, they're good. Okay, I like them.
Very, very sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you. You and your silver Uggs there, Andy. Andy's a big fan of Uggs. She loves them. She is. Next up, we've got Louise. These are Love from Australia.
Okay.
These are called the cozy style.
Oh,
these
I
are
like
in the
those.
Caramel colour.
They're good.
We've seen an awful lot of this kind of knitted overlay at the moment. They've become their bestseller basically this winter. £159 for those.
Again,
Love from Australia. But again, it's that comfort factor, isn't it? Something that is slightly cheaper. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Louise.
Nick.
Next, we've got a Nesh in some from Peacocks.
Peacocks.
These started life out at the tremendous price of £10, but have been reduced to £5. So these are obviously
£5.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think they look great. They probably for a fiver you wouldn't be wanting to walk up and down the high street in those.
Exactly.
You know, you maybe nip to the shops in them and keep them on in the house. But
there is the quality factor.
For sure.
That plays a definite part.
Faster.
But £5, if you fancy giving them a try, I think they look absolutely brilliant.
For a fiver?
And they came from the store yesterday, so you can pick them up.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sweets.
Thanks, Nish.
Next up, we've got Andy. This time in the Emu. Emu are another emu. Yeah.
Oh, they're quite good.
These quite good, aren't they?
They look quite shiny. They look as if they'd be waterproof. That's the thing about you can't wear them out in the rain.
Well, and I was asking a girl yesterday, I said, why and how, where you're walking around and they're dry. There is sprays you can get, and she did that. She said every time she left the house, she had it near the house, she sprayed it, and it does work. So, but if you don't fancy doing that, you could go for these.
How much are those?
Now, these are £130. These are a favourite of the Pussycat Dolls. I can never say that. And £130 for those.
It,
okay, I'm going. That's it. Thank you very much, Andy. Cheers.
Okay, what's next?
Next up, we got Louise, and she is wearing some of these from Faith. Now, this is if you don't fancy going for the, you know, the kind of sheepskin type. It's got the heel, so you've got that kind of look, but it's just going to be. Nice. It gives you that slight lift, so it's going to be better for your posture, and also they're just going to be a bit more hard wearing. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. £110 for those there, with the strap around. So it's you know, another option. Thank you very much. Cheers. So it's next we've got the mucks. Now, do you remember these kind of muck locks that were out?
Oh yes.
They're still around. Okay. I found these in Kurt Geiger, but these are fake fur because it used to be real fur.
They're scaring me.
They are scary.
It's the balls. The balls are frightening me.
As I said, they are fake fur, and they have been reduced. They're from 220 because we're incredibly expensive. Reduced to 115. You can pick these up in Kurt Geiger at the moment. So
thank you, Flower.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's great. Look, I think they're fantastic.
They are.
I like them, but you know, let us know what you think. I think
give it a try.
They're maybe not the most elegant things in the world, but that's okay. Now, we're going to be talking Golden Globe frocks with you very shortly, but right now we're still talking about Kate Winslet's double Golden Globes win this morning with Carla in Los Angeles. Carla, good to talk to you again. It was an unforgettable speech. What's the reaction over there been?
That it's an unforgettable speech. She was so emotional, so overwhelmed, and I think because there was such a surprise element there, I didn't think people really thought she was going to win both those Golden Globes. I don't think she had any idea she was going to win either of them, that had a lot to do with it. She's been a big hit over here. Remember that it's that acceptance speech, Lorraine, I think it's kind of record-breaking, 3 minutes, 4 seconds long, which is comparable, a lot of people are saying, to Gwyneth Paltrow and Halle Berry. But it has been wall-to-wall Kate Winslet out here. The American networks love her.
Tonight, coverage like no other, beginning with the night's biggest winner, Kate Winslet.
Also in disbelief, double winner Kate Winslet, who wasn't fazed by a dress mishap.
A little piece of my dress just broke off.
It was an especially golden night for Kate Winslet, who teared up getting 2 Globes for Best Supporting Actress and Best Actress.
Is this really happening? Okay,
Yeah, I think probably when she looks back, she'll probably be a wee bit embarrassed, but I think she was just overcome by the whole occasion.
I mean, it was a big thing for her. She got 2 Golden Globes in the one night.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, it'd be weird if you just went, thanks very much, you know, so.
That's true. Well, we're very, very pleased for her because it was a long time coming. First Golden Globes for a couple of years, though, to be on the telly, so I guess everybody was making a huge, big effort.
Well, I mean, remember that last year there was no Golden Globes because of the writers' strike, so this is the first one in 2 years. There was a lot of excitement about it, but surprisingly, the ratings are just in, and it's down 26% compared to 2 years ago. However, that being a given, it was still the most watched show of the night, with 14.6 million people watching it. I thought it was brilliant, very entertaining, one of the most entertaining Golden Globes I've seen probably in the last 4 or 5 years.
Sure. Now, this is awards season, isn't it? And more awards in Los Angeles last night, wasn't there?
There was the LA Film Critics Association Awards ceremony last night, and the Slumdog Millionaires. Those are the guys that swept the board at the Golden Globes last night. They were out in force once again. In fact, I was on the phone to the producer, Chris Coulson, and Danny Boyle, the director, earlier on this afternoon to ask them to come on the show with me tonight to speak to you, and they were all for it, but they had to go to the awards ceremony. Just as well they didn't come on the show, Lorraine, because their winning streak continued, and Danny Boyle won Best Director. The Brit actor, Dev Patel, he's the star of the film, I think is a bit in awe of all the attention he's getting, and a bit amused.
I was at Starbucks today, and I was just going to get a coffee, doing the American thing, you know, and 6 people came up to me. They're like, yeah, great film, and they're such well-wishers, you know, which is so nice. I mean, they don't know who I am. I could be a crazy guy, and yeah, they were just really wishing well, which is nice.
I can't wait to see that movie. I can't wait to see that movie.
Brilliant.
Big ratings.
Brilliant.
Yeah, big ratings winner started here last night was 24. It's already been shown in America, of course. Still doing as well?
Oh, yeah, what a jet. It just keeps getting better and better. The episode that you guys saw last night, when that aired here, 12.5 million people tuned in to watch it. Never ever loses its luster, does 24. In fact, the critics love it as well. They've been very, very kind. The Hollywood Reporter says, God may have rested on the 7th day, but Jack Bauer will receive no such luxury. USA Today says now that his show seems back on track, Bauer is rolling in at top form. It is fantastic. If you didn't catch that episode which aired on Sky last night, here's what you were missing.
The DOJ is about to file criminal charges against me. I'm not exactly in a position to help you with your situation. As much as I understand how dire it is.
No, I don't think you do. One of the men behind this threat is someone you know.
Oh, that is classy stuff. Carla, thank you, my love. Talk to you real soon. Great to talk to you. Thank you. Right, still to come between now and 9:25. He's back and he is, of course, still wearing lycra, as you would expect. Mr. Motivator's with us in about 15 minutes' time. It's the second stop of his UK tour, of course. And in just a moment, Emmerdale's Donna, will she make it up to Marlon? It's the hour-long special tonight. Actress Verity Rushworth is here. Right now, though, 9 o'clock. Let's get the news and weather.
Good morning. Sales over Christmas at Britain's biggest supermarket chain, Tesco, were up by just 2.5%. Its worst performance for nearly 20 years, but it still expects to create around 10,000 jobs this year. A baby girl born 2 days after her mother died from a brain hemorrhage is said to be doing well in hospital. Doctors kept Jane Solomon's heart beating until baby Aya was delivered by caesarean section. Teachers are to be offered a £10,000 incentive package to work at the worst performing secondary schools in England. It's one of a series of government measures to help people climb the social ladder and get better jobs. The number of houses being sold fell to a record low in the last 3 months. The Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors says sales will carry on declining unless mortgages get easier. Finally, Manchester United star Cristiano Ronaldo has been crowned FIFA World Player of the Year after helping his club win the Premier League and Champions League titles, scoring 42 goals in the process. Here's Kirsty with the weather.
Hello there. For most of us this morning, it's a tale of sunny spells and showers. Chasing the cloud around, it is rather more persistent, that cloud, across northern England, North Wales, down towards southeast England as well. Hopefully, a few sunnier spells will come through by the time we get towards the afternoon, and hopefully the temperatures should rise a little bit as well. Now, we're looking at highs today of around 6 or 7 in the north, perhaps 8 or 9 further south, so it's above average, but just a little bit cooler than it was yesterday, but not as windy. So in the sunshine, it shouldn't feel too bad at all, but do watch out for some showers. A little bit wintry over the Scottish hills. We keep the showers going along the south coast of England tonight, also across northern parts of Scotland, and that's where we could see a risk of a few icy patches as the temperatures drop. Also a risk of some mist and fog forming. Now, I'd say mainly through, say, parts of the Midlands over towards, say, the Vale of York, Welsh Marches, maybe the central belt of Scotland as well. And the temperatures overnight, well, they may stay above freezing around the coast, but inland it's going to be a chilly and frosty night. Here's your summary. Find out what's in store for the next 5 days on our website, gm.tv.
Right, now, we were just talking before the news, weren't we, about the Golden Globes. But the newspapers today handing out their own awards for who was the best and worst dressed on the night. Mark is here with his top picks. I thought they were all pretty okay. There wasn't any howlers, really. A few
not horrific. A couple of, yes, a couple of that I would have liked to have sorted out. Yeah. But you know, genuinely, yeah, they were looking good. And I think they went to town this year because it wasn't on last year. There were some cracking dresses out there. One of my favourites was Drew Barrymore. I thought she looked absolutely stunning. Look at the hair on her. And she it was proper all-out glamour. And
that's real old Hollywood glamour.
And when you saw her walking down the carpet, and I love the fact she had the red bag with the pale blue dress. It was really classy and very fashion, very on trend. It was a Dior dress by John Galliano, and I thought she looked cracking in that. Big old hair. You can't beat the big hair. Someone who didn't have big hair but was proper glamour was J-Lo. She went in a gold number.
That's almost like that Marilyn Monroe dress of yore, wasn't it?
This was by Marchesa, And I thought this was just incredible. And when I saw her walking down the red carpet on the TV, I was just...
She shimmered.
She shimmered. She just
shimmered. Didn't have her wedding ring on, allegedly.
I know.
So they say.
I have seen this before, that they'll take wedding rings off for big events.
So we might not have to read anything into it, maybe. We don't know.
I did think that was odd. I thought that was quite strange.
And what about Miss Kate, the lady of the moment?
Did
you like her frock?
Of course, I thought Kate Winslet looked absolutely stunning. Beautiful.
She looked like she'd been polished. She just looked so glamorous. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely.
It is that kind of beautiful, rich, polished Hollywood glamour look, isn't
Polishing
it?
Kate Winslet.
Exactly.
That's a nice job, isn't it?
What a fabulous job that would be. This was Yves Saint Laurent, and it's a classic black dress, and I think that's all she needed to wear. I think her beauty shone out. Absolutely amazing.
One that you weren't so keen on?
Renée Zellweger. That was a strange old dress. Now, she always wears Carolina Herrera, and usually she comes up trumps for her.
She's forgotten to put on her vest.
It's weird. You're kind of like, where's the nipple? Oh no, there's nipples not there. Well, what's going down?
What is going
it's incredible. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting dress. I think the hair's a wee bit too mad. It's a shame because she is a gorgeous looking lady, and usually she gets it right, but on that occasion, not so much.
No, lots of nude, not nude people, but nude colour.
Nude colours. I think that could be the big trend for the Oscars.
Fantastic.
That's what we're all holding out for.
Thank you, lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Now, will he or won't he? We're talking about Emmerdale now, and will Marlon forgive Donna for that affair? If you missed it, last night was an emotional episode that left us all, well, we're not quite sure what's going to happen next.
I'll never betray you again, Marlon. I swear. This has made me realise we belong together. Please come home. Please let me prove it to you.
You make it sound so easy.
Well, at least think about it.
I don't know. I better get off.
What about your stuff?
It's no hurry.
Oh dear, we're all set for an hour-long special tonight when Marlon makes his decision. Verity Rushworth, who plays Donna, of course, is here now. Well, fingers crossed. It's a shame. It's actually been really, really tough for them. That was I would imagine that was very emotional scenes to film, very emotional to watch.
Yeah, extremely emotional, and it's really quite hard because it's such a lovely cast, and you're having a laugh in the green room, and then it's like, right, you've got to get
into
serious, depressed, get my iPod on, get the tears coming, and yeah, it is really emotional.
No, it is. It's because they're supposed to be together.
I know.
They are.
I know, they do belong together. I think that as well, definitely. Yeah.
Now, it has been talked about, so we can say that you are going to not be there anymore.
I know.
Gosh,
yeah,
after what, 11 years?
Yes, it is 11 years.
For goodness sake.
I was 12. Yeah, I know it's been.
So you have grown up. You've grown up before our very eyes, but that's been where you've grown up. God, you'll miss it though, huh?
I'll really miss. I miss them already, and it's only been 3 weeks, so I'm just. It's all a little bit strange. I keep phoning Mark, that plays Marlon. I'm like, I miss you. What are you doing? What's going on up there? But
because I must admit, we've gone up there before to do the show, live from the set, which I was beside myself about doing. And but it really is a close knit. I know people say that all the time about where they work, but in your case, it's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to go on so well. It's it is like family.
Yeah, that's the lovely thing about Emmerdale. It is. It's really hard. It is like leaving a real family. And I'm an only child, and it's all scary not being there anymore, not seeing the same people.
So, but did you feel that it was the right time to go?
I did feel it was. Yeah. I mean, 11 years is a long time, and it's a fantastic job, and I've learned so much.
Sure.
And I've just loved it. But I think it's time to take a break and try something new now, really.
No, for sure, absolutely. And again, as we said, there's going to be a huge big exit line, which we can't talk about what's going to happen to you.
It's really exciting.
You really, are you bursting to tell everybody? Tell me after, and I won't tell anybody, honest. But you talked about a new project. You're going to be in Hairspray.
Yes!
Hairspray the musical. How exciting. Fantastic.
I know, I'm
You're playing Penny, aren't you?
Yes.
The friend.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, how great is that?
Oh, I know. I'm so
When do you start?
excited.
When do you start doing that?
The 2nd of Feb is my opening night at the Shaftesbury Theatre.
Fantastic.
It's just a dream, an absolute dream job.
Is Michael Ball still in it?
Yes, he's lovely. Yes, really.
I tell you, he was born to play that part. I hope he doesn't take that the wrong way. But he absolutely was born to play that part. I went to see Hairspray, and the movie was great. We also saw the movie with John Travolta. That's obviously the part that Michael Ball plays. And, the movie he was great, but the stage show, I just laughed my head off the whole time. It's just that you're going to have such a good time going to work.
I know, I'm absolutely thrilled. I can't wait. We're learning dance routines tomorrow, and I'm just, so excited.
And again, what's really good is that's completely different from what you've been doing.
Yes,
totally
absolutely.
Different.
Totally different character, completely different character. So it's a new challenge, but I'm really excited. Yeah.
Well, I think that's a really good thing to do. I definitely do. Now, lots of papers this morning are saying that Ken Dingle is on his way back. Can you tell us anything about that? Or is that maybe, are we not sure?
I'm not too sure about that, actually, but it'd be brilliant if he did, because, the girls would love it because he's gorgeous, and it's great for the show as well, so I hope so. That'd be nice to see Jeff again. Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And you know, you always like a sort of bad villain. I quite like the way that they do that he kind of comes in, creates absolute havoc. You know, it's like drops the bomb and then goes off again.
And him and Eli might clash a little bit. That'd be quite good to watch.
Yes. Last night was very, very, very funny with the drag act in the pub and your man giving him a cuddle. Thinking it was a girl.
Lovely.
I like that. I like that very much. Well, look, we're still going to be seeing you for a wee while in Emmerdale.
Yes.
We're still going to be seeing you, so that's good. Good luck with Hairspray. I'll definitely come see you. I'd love to see it because it's such a great show. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Very great to see you. Right, after the break, he's the original and the best. I know that because he told me so himself. Mr. Motivator is back and on a mission to get the whole country moving. And in a few minutes, we're going down under with Danny Bear as she tells you how you could win a dream holiday to Australia. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Kitchens Direct January sale is now on with every kitchen half price or less. With us, you buy direct from the manufacturer to get your perfect kitchen designed and fitted at manufacturer prices. With project management from start to finish all included in one upfront price. Order this week and you'll also get a free fridge and freezer. To find out more, click kitchensdirect.co.uk or call us on 0800 123 321. Kitchens Direct, the smarter way to a new fitted kitchen.
I'm Letitia Dean, and this is my lean routine. Wasn't lean when I started, but look, I've lost 2 stone. Letitia Dean's lean routine. Go on, give it a go.
It's always the perfect time for a short break at Centre Parks. Call 0844 875 8888 for daytimes and night times. For first times, fun times, and once in a lifetimes. To book or for your free DVD and brochure, visit centreparks.tv or call now on 0844 875 8888.
When you feel good, it shows. Adios Max is an aid to slimming. Must be the Adios effect. After Vicks cough syrup with honey, a coughing fit doesn't have to ruin a beautiful moment.
Day one storm.
So before an irritating cough takes over your life, let long-lasting Vicks cough syrup with honey soothe your throat and calm your cough.
Then the night she found.
Vicks. We start with solutions, not problems.
Oven-baked crispy chicken fajitas. Crammed with crispiness. Taste the rhythms of the crispy chicken fajita dinner kit from Old El Paso.
You'd never wash your dishes in a dirty sink, so why wash them in a dirty dishwasher? It may look clean, but you can't see what's built up inside. To help achieve flawless results, use new Finish Dishwasher Cleaner. It's far better at removing hidden grease and limescale. And a cleaner dishwasher means cleaner dishes. Finish, the diamond standard.
Look deeper, you'll discover more. New car from Ford.
The man we think killed Sebastian Cole is still out there somewhere, and so is his possible next victim. I want to split this investigation in two.
Murder and drugs are after the same man.
I would like to think it was anything personal getting in the way of good policing.
It's not the badge that matters, it's the heart behind it.
Trial and Retribution continues Friday at 9, ITV1. GMTV with Lorraine, sponsored by Matalan.
Hello there, welcome back. Now, he is back. He means business. We are live to the one and only Mr. Motivator in just a couple of minutes. He's on the second leg of his tour of Britain and getting everybody involved. First though, have you maybe got friends and relatives in Australia you would like to see? Well, every day this week we're giving away a family break down under and £1,000 spending money as well. Here's I'm a Celebrity's Danny Bair. She's in Sydney.
A great way to experience the sights of Sydney is on the back of one of these, a classic Harley Davidson. The Harbour Bridge and the Opera House dominate the Sydney skyline. Well, we've had our city tour on the back of the Harley, so now Terry's going to take me on an extended tour to the wine region, to Hunter Valley. So we'll see you there. Back to go. If you're looking for a great day trip from Sydney, then try coming here to the Hunter Valley, one of Australia's largest wine-producing areas.
The Hunter Valley is probably Australia's oldest grape-growing region. It's definitely the most renowned. We grow and make Semillon and Shiraz as the Hunter's specialties. We also make wines from other regions in Australia.
Well, I've heard so much about the wines that I think it's only fair that I give them a taste. And you could be experiencing all this, as this is your chance to win a family holiday to Australia for up to 2 adults and 2 children aged 11 and under. You'll be staying at the Intercontinental in Sydney and then travelling to Port Douglas in Queensland to stay at the Regis Sabaya. The holiday includes return flights from the UK with Emirates, as well as internal flights in Australia, all courtesy of netflights.com. And we're throwing in £1,000 spending money. Here's how to enter.
What's the term used for the remote areas of Australia? Is it A, outback, B, meadow, or C, shrubbery? To enter, call 090 49 59 6000. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles, considerably more. Or you can enter by text. Just text your answer, A, B or C, to 64499. Text costs £1 plus 1 standard network rate message. All entrants must be 18 or over, and lines close at midday today. Free entry at gm.tv closes in no less than 3 working days. Entries made after closing time won't be counted, but may still be charged. Holiday dates may be restricted. You'll find competition terms and conditions, plus winners at gm.tv/terms.
Great wines, beautiful scenery, absolutely gorgeous. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Danny. Now, he's back. And 80,000 of you have signed up to join him. The newly returned Mr. Motivator, he's on his UK tour all this week and still looking for new recruits. Let's join him in Swansea right now. Hello, love.
Yeah, good morning, Lorraine. Yesterday, Amanda and I went out, didn't we?
We did. We were in the supermarket, Lorraine, and we started raiding people's trolleys. This is what we found.
Did you exercise?
Yes, I got one of these vibrating things.
Oh, what, the one that shakes like that?
Yeah.
Darling, all it does is shakes you and make you feel like a milkshake. That's all it does. It doesn't work any muscle.
Oh, what's this? Fizzy drink. Who's that for?
It's for my son. It says sport, and he has it before he goes training.
Oh, what do you think? Water instead?
Water instead.
And we've got tomatoes. Great.
What's this? Are we in denial?
They're not for me, honestly. For her. That's okay for her, just occasionally. Keep it as a treat then.
Are you eating the right thing? You sure? Tell her what
Lean red meat for iron, so keep lots of energy up. Things like eggs as well, good for iron. Lots of fruit and vegetables.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to take you in hand and show you some exercises that
Are
she
you?
needs to do.
Right,
So you've got to
okay.
keep on watching GMTV. You promise
Okay,
me?
I've
Look me in
tried.
the eyes and tell me I promise.
I've tried.
Yeah, it was fascinating what we found out.
It was really interesting, Derek, and today I'm going to be setting these lovely ladies here, our shoppers from Swansea, Julie and Rachel, a challenge to pick out their 5 a day, their 5 pieces of fruit and vegetables. So, Hilary?
They have 45 seconds to get their 5 a day, starting now. How do they get on?
Wow. Julie, Rachel, thank you very much for doing that. Hilary, what have we got in here? In Julie's, we've got some carrots, some broccoli, apples, oranges and a pineapple. That's brilliant. The only thing I would say is that we're trying to aim for 3 vegetables and 2 fruit a day, so perhaps the balance is, you get that slightly different, but it is very, very good, isn't
Very
it?
good.
Good
And lots of
variety.
bright colours, which is antioxidants, anti-cancer, lots of fibre, very healthy stuff.
Loads of variety. And Rachel, what have we got? 2 lots of oranges. Ooh. Maybe we should have a different one in there, different fruit.
I think a different fruit.
Yeah, and again, maybe a little bit more vegetables, but I think you've done really well.
Yeah,
Anyone who
variety.
gets their 5 a day is doing well. But
Absolutely fantastic. So
Yeah.
all we need on top of that is some exercise, and who better to exercise us than Moat himself? Moat, take it away.
Ah, yes, it's time to move the body. Here we are in Sainsbury's in Swansea. Oh, yeah. Go, hoo. Go, hoo, hoo, hoo. Go, hoo. Go, hoo, hoo, hoo. March it up, march it up. That's good. Everybody at home, you can be doing this. Just follow real quickly. Here we go. Go, up and up. Take the hand down and down. Both hands go up. Both hands down. Funky chicken. That's very good. Now it's double time. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. March it up. Yeah, you know exercise is good for everyone. Everybody should be doing a little bit, no matter how young you are, no matter how old. Pump it up. From the top. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. And when you get up in the morning, here's the first thing I want you to do. You got to look in the mirror, and then you got to do this. You go, huh. You go, yeah. You go, huh. Then you go, woo-hoo. You got to do it again, though, twice. Go, huh. Go, yeah. Go, huh. Go, woo-hoo. Every morning before you leave that home, that's what I want you to do. And remember, I need you guys to register to the Motivational Club by going on to gm.tv. Ready, from the top, go. Up, 2, 3, 4. Funky Ricky, jump forward. Here we go. Oh, we're almost out of here. Come on. Have a real good day, gang. Keep on looking after yourself. Make sure you make exercise a way of life. March it up. Uh-oh, Lorraine. I need your body.
Thank you, Mr. Motivator. I was doing it. I was frantically doing that. And that routine continues with Mr. Motivator and the guys online. You can log on now and they will be live for a web chat as well if you want to talk to them. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. You have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
GMTV with Lorraine. Sponsored by Matalan. Don't just wear it, live it.
On today's show, 2 families at war all over one man.
You keep out of our house, we'll keep out of yours.
Yes, walk off, Jeanette, because that's all you can do. And I'm fuming.
It's all coming up at 9:25.
I think you could be Nancy.
Do you?
I do.
When you want a day off, I'm there for you.
You're on.
Actually, she'd be very good.
Wouldn't she be good? Yes.
Anyway, if that's left you hungry for more, you can see it all at midday.
It's been a rocky road of love, but are things looking up for Holby's Dr. Byrne?
Joseph, I know you don't like discussing things at work, but I thought maybe if we talk things...
And we're talking. Shut her up. Looks like a tough job for actor Luke Roberts.
All right. OK, holding there. Clamp, please. No, I can't find it. I can't find the aorta. Swab my brow, please. Thank you, very attractive nurse. No, I'm struggling. Opening the pericardium.
All day. His tenders is on. Come on, we've got to go to his soapbox as well. Don't we? What did you just say?
Shut it!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll make...
I think I might just throw in the towel.
Your laptop, son.
Exciting. Don't miss all the action and gossip from the soaps at 12:15.
Down on the South Bank, Angela Hartnett's at her soup kitchen this morning to bring us winter warmers in the form of easy-to-make, healthy, wholesome soups that beat the supermarkets for price. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Philip. Good morning, Fern. How are you?
We're very well, thank you. Is it... we could have sent you out there a couple of days ago when it was -8, but
No.
it's a bit warmer today.
No, thank you for sending me out. When it's not too bad out. It's a bit chilly though, getting goosebumps. But we're going to do a fantastic broccoli soup and a great carrot and cumin soup. So hopefully much cheaper than supermarkets, but definitely much tastier. That's for sure.
Terrific. Thank you very much.
And our soup kitchen opens at 11:45. And apparently there are people queuing up already out there. Look who's dressed up, actually, in faux fur, I think.
Exactly.
It's Helen Boyle.
Woo! Yes, we're out here, faux furred up to the eyeballs. I'm going to be bringing you all the latest faux fur looks and see if they actually do keep you warm, and also bringing you all the fashionable trends, all from the high street as well a bit later. And this soup is very good.
Terrific. See you later. All that plus pneumonia claimed the life of a young mum over the Christmas period.
Yes, it is pneumonia on the rise amongst the fit and the healthy. What are the symptoms? Well, Dr. Chris has all you need to know, and we meet 23-year-old James Tomlinson, who's had it 10 times since the age of 7.
So we'll be talking to them in just a moment, but to make sure you don't miss a thing today, here's your Tuesday This Morning lineup.
Now, apparently the UK has the highest mortality rate from pneumonia in Europe, with nearly 300,000 people contracting the illness each year.
Most deaths occur in the elderly, but since Christmas, a young mum, aged just 30, has died of the condition. And at the weekend, actor Patrick Swayze was admitted into hospital after contracting the disease, although that is, we think, cancer-related, chemotherapy-related.
However, in a moment, we're going to talk to 23-year-old James Tomlinson, who was only 7 when he was first diagnosed with pneumonia and has since survived about 10 bouts of the illness. And Dr. Chris is here too. Welcome, both of you. James, let's start with you. As a little boy, before the age of 7, you had what was called a weak chest. You had
yes.
recurring chest infections and all sorts of things.
Yeah, I suffered from a lot of croup when I was a baby. In actual fact, I was born via emergency caesarean, so I had to be given oxygen as soon as I was born. And as I've been growing up, I've had bronchitis, croup, serious chest infections, and I think I got my first bout of pneumonia when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, and nobody thought it was pneumonia. You were
No,
7, it was Christmas Eve, and you were really rough.
It was indeed. I think I had a temperature of about 104, which is really dangerous.
Can you remember feeling really ill?
I do,
trying
yeah.
to explain it to people?
I remember I was in bed, and at the time my mum and dad were coming in and checking on me, and I was really, sweating, felt really ill, just felt really tired. Obviously had a really bad cough and was bringing up quite a lot of sputum. And the emergency doctor came round and said I'd had an ear infection, and just to take care of me, put the olive oil in your ear as you do the old wives' tale. And it wasn't until about a week, 2 weeks later, when my dad took me to A&E and said, look, there's something really wrong with this child.
You were skin and bones by
Yeah,
then.
I was. Yeah, I'd lost a lot of weight as well. had a chest infection, had a chest x-ray and realised I had pneumonia.
And unfortunately, because it had run its course for a couple of weeks, you had given your lungs a weakness, if not scarring by then, that has meant that you are susceptible now.
That's right. As I've grown up, I've had, you know, more and more pneumonia. The scarring on my lung has now caused for that lower lobe in my right hand lung just to be effectively dead, and emphysema has developed down there.
Emphysema?
Yes.
So that scarring, that damage that's been done to your lung, that was just before your exams, your university finals.
Yeah.
You were out for a run.
Yeah,
and you felt fine before you went out for a run.
I did. Yeah, I had an exam on the Saturday, and I thought, you know, I was just feeling really tired. I thought it was part and parcel of revising hard for my exams, but because of that dead area of lung down there, it means that bugs hide away down there, and I'm quite susceptible to chest infection. So for all I know, I could be walking around with a chest infection. I wouldn't know it if it was down in that dead area. So I went for a run, sort of overexerted myself a bit, and overnight the infection spread into the healthy area of my lung, and I woke up in the morning in, you know, severe agony. I crawled onto the bus to the university hospital, had an x-ray, and was told I had pneumonia and had to be given intravenous antibiotics.
So colds, ordinary colds and coughs, if you get something like that, is it more likely to switch to pneumonia?
Yes, it goes to my chest straight away. If I do get a cold, I have a reserve course of really strong antibiotics that I have to take on. And I've learnt to know my body really well. Yeah. So if I feel a sore throat coming on, or a slight wheeze or tightness in my chest, I take my inhalers and take my antibiotics, and that normally clears it up.
But because you've been taking so many antibiotics, your body has now found that it's weakened the antibiotics, and they're not working as well as they did.
Yeah, the bugs mutate. They're quite clever little things. So sometimes I have to send off sputum samples to the lab in Cambridge, and they call me back and tell me if I should be taking different antibiotics, depending on what bug's down there.
Well, because you are young and otherwise healthy, I mean, you live a perfectly normal life, you enjoy sport, you keep physically fit, you enjoy a drink with your mates, but of course going into smoky atmospheres, and as you say, the minute you think you're going to get something, you look after yourself, because it's a killer, it's a deadly disease.
And they're talking about, it's been discussed that you would have an operation to take away that scarred part of the lung.
Called a lobectomy. Yeah. And there's an argument that if by removing that part of lung, I may not be susceptible to as many bouts of pneumonia as I have before, but there's no guarantee that will stop the reoccurring chest infections. Sure. Yes. But in a sense, it gives me a clean slate to start with, so the emphysema doesn't spread into any healthy areas of my lung.
Well, you're living proof that, for doctors especially, Chris, that looking at a young, healthy man, you wouldn't necessarily think, well, I'll check you for pneumonia. It might just be a chest infection or a bit of a cold. But this is the message you want to get across, isn't it, James? That doctors, please look out and think it might be pneumonia. So is it on the increase?
Well, you see, about 2/3 of cases occur during the winter months. Yeah. And in fact, the more flu that's around, the more pneumonia is around. It can be a complication of flu. And of course, yes, we don't think of pneumonia as a young person's disease. The elderly, of course, thousands die from pneumonia. Sort of 85% of deaths occur in the over 75s.
But what is it?
Well, this is the interesting thing, to know the symptoms.
Yeah.
This is very important. Pneumonia is an infection of the lung tissue. You've got the tubes going into your lungs, the airways, and then you've got the lung tissue, which is like a sponge, basically. And with pneumonia, it can be caused by various bugs, viruses, fungi, etc. The lung becomes infected, pus is in the lung, so you cough. You're coughing up green, yellow phlegm, maybe blood-stained, maybe rusty colour, high fever, sweats. Now, the interesting thing is the elderly, when they get pneumonia, may not have all these classic symptoms of cough, sweats, shortness of breath, they may just be confused. And that's where doctors and family relatives have to be very aware of the elderly. That, you know, if Granny's getting confused, it might not just be, you know, she's getting old, she may have pneumonia.
But also, I have to say that the doctors seem a little confused as well, because I mean, obviously that's the elderly, but it really is quite concerning when it's young people who are being diagnosed and it's being missed. This one particular lady over Christmas who died of pneumonia after being sent home by hospital medics, apparently, and that's what we read, with a packet of paracetamol.
Yes.
Well, so that was missed by the doctors.
Yeah, I think not just winter months, but really any time of the year, you should always keep pneumonia, you know, in your mind when making a diagnosis. Sometimes it can be difficult to make a diagnosis just on examining the patient. You may not find much, because that's why a chest X-ray is extremely important, because that will pick it up.
Okay, well, it's obviously a killer, and it's a disease. It's not a bug. It's something that happens within you. It's not something you catch.
Yeah, it is something you catch. I mean, these bugs are in the air, and you know you breathe them in. And if you've got an immune system that isn't 100%, and James knows his isn't 100%,
yes.
He may have had his lungs weakened because he was caesarean birth. There may have been problems there. Yeah. We just don't know.
Well, the facts are extraordinary. Pneumonia kills more women than breast, ovarian and cervical cancer combined.
Yes.
More women die from pneumonia than any other respiratory disease. Yeah. Pneumonia kills more men than prostate cancer. I mean, this is huge.
It is, but you know, we shouldn't get alarmed by this. You know, about 1 in 20 patients who catch pneumonia will die, but that means 19 out of 20 will not. Okay.
Could you just give us the symptoms then? A cold,
yeah,
and then flu, and then pneumonia.
Well, the common cold. Just think of it as a head cold. You know, runny nose, congestions, sneezing, etc. Flu. It's affecting the whole body. You've got the sore throat, high temperature, and you're feeling very ill, aches and pains all over. Pneumonia, cough, shortness of breath, green, yellow phlegm, maybe blood-streaked phlegm, shortness of breath. You may get rapid breathing, confusion, delirium. You know, high temperature, and of course just feeling ill. And the thing is, pneumonia can come on rapidly. It can be a rapid onset illness where the patient can deteriorate quite rapidly.
As we saw with you. Yeah. All right, thank you very much indeed, Chris.
Keep fit, James, please.
Thank you very much.
He looks well, doesn't he?
He does. He looks pretty good. Thank you very much indeed. Well, if you want to find out any more information on pneumonia, then visit our website, itv.com/thismorning.
Now, though, it's your chance to win our family's food budget for an entire year.
If you're watching your waistline now New Year's here, then it'll be a relief to hear you don't have to watch the pennies. Yes, let us feed your family for a year, which we estimate is £8,162. For a chance to win thousands, just answer this question correctly. Farfalle and rigatoni are types of what? Is it A, rice, B, bread, or C, pasta?
Call 09012 93 33 33. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Text your answer A, B or C to 83336. Text costs £1 plus one standard network rate message. Digital, satellite and cable viewers can enter by pressing their red button now, or enter for free at itv.com. Entrance must be 18 or over, lines close at 2 p.m, and calls made after this time won't be counted, but may still be charged. Best of luck.
Yes, good luck. And still to come today, Holby's troubled, eccentric Dr. Joseph Byrne, and one of the most complex love stories to hit the wards.
Plus, faux fur and cosy cashmere, all on a budget that beats the freeze on your January accounts, straight after the break.